Hello, it's Kate from Open Door Counsel and Life Coaching. Today is Therapy Thursday, and today we're going to be talking about teenagers. Raising teenagers. Right? That's how it feels sometimes. Okay. I didn't get all my cool white hair from raising teenagers. Just started going white when I was 16. However, I do have a teenager now. I am a legal guardian. Raising someone else's teenager, I think, is hard on a whole new level, but I cannot compare because I do not have other kids. But I just got thinking today, a lot of teens have a lot of mental struggles, right? Some of them are dealing with depression, anxiety, OCD, different things like that, where it's crippling them in areas of their life. And it's so easy for us as parents or legal guardians or caretakers to constantly be on them about, being responsible and making sure their chores are done and making sure their homework's done, getting good grades, having a good friend group, just making responsible choices as teenagers. It's so easy to just focus there. Okay. That would be your number one conversational topic. Okay. Now, those of you who have raised kids, that might be other things. They might open up to a bit more than what my teen does about things because you have had that long-term trusting growth process since they were babies. However, sometimes even if you raise them, they kind of shut down during these teenage years. In part, that's pretty normal. Kids, their most important group is not their family so much anymore. Is it than their friend group. Their friend group is the most important, their peers are the most important group in their lives. But as you know, other peers, other kids don't always have it all together either and can influence your kid towards things for good or for bad, right? They can lead them down a good trail where they're thriving better and you're seeing more responsibility, more respectfulness. But most often, if we're really honest, looking around in the world, a lot of friends do, lead us down, not the merry way. They lead us down other places where they influence your kid to the negative. Maybe they get involved in drugs or a sexual relationship before you feel that they're ready. Maybe they're 12 years old, So I just today mainly focused on this. It's super easy to talk about just the responsibility and the serious side of things, or just jokey all the time, or just avoiding topics all the time. But I just want to challenge parents out there, even if you have littles. Littles are just little versions of teens, minus the hormones. But I just want to do this. I want you to challenge you to speak life and speak truth into these teens, so that they can grow in their mental health. You cannot leave it up to chance, and you cannot leave it to their friends, who, by the way, are the most influential group in their life. Even if you feel that you're not really feeling it that day, I want you to say the kind thing. I want you to say you matter. I want you to say you're important. I want you to say I'm proud of you. I want you to say, hey, I see potential in you that's just phenomenal. I want you to say, wow, I really see you trying on this class. I want you to say, great job for the good test score. I want you to say, thanks for being so responsible and respectful. I want you to say kind things to lift them up. I want you to picture your teenager like a little dry sponge. They need to know that you want them around. They need to know that they're valuable to you, that their very life gives you joy. Now, are you feeling any of these things when you're saying, sure, you can. Or you can be the mature adult and do the thing you may not want to do in order to get the result that you need, right? It's like waking up in the gym to go to the gym in the morning. I'm not really feeling it, but you know what? The result is I'm going to have better health when I'm doing that. So I just popped onto a site and loved this little list that they put together. What teenagers need to hear. They need to hear they're loved. Not just, okay, love you night. Like looking in their face, catching their glimpse for a second or 5 and saying, I really love you. I really love you. I love you. They need to hear that they have great value. They need to hear they have good fortune. Have you ever heard anybody say, I don't have any luck unless it's bad luck? I have. No, you have good fortune. You have good luck. If you believe in luck, you have good luck. Or if you have faith-based, you're really blessed. You are a blessed kid. We need to say to them, we're not perfect. We don't know everything as parents, right? They also need to hear that it's okay not to be okay sometimes. They need to hear they're not alone. They need to hear, hey, you can talk to us. And you need to create a space of safety for that kid to talk to you, okay? Without flying off the handle or throwing in your 2 cents on things. Just listen to them and ask them how they, oh, that's what happened. How did you feel about that? not to be inquisitive to get more information to hold it against them, but to legitimately listen to them. They need to hear that they can talk to people, that it's, safe people are good people to talk with. They need to hear that they're responsible for their choices, that, hey, we need boundaries. You need boundaries. I had that conversation. That's your body. You're okay to say, this isn't okay. Don't touch me that way. Don't push me that way. Right? You need to tell them that it's okay to have boundaries. In a culture that's saying no boundaries, you can do whatever you want and say you are what you are. That's weird. Just be who you are. You can have boundaries. Say, no, I'm this, I'm not that. No, don't touch me this way. Right? They need to know they're responsible for their choices and not just say, you are responsible for your choices. Hey, think about it, man. There's always a reaction to an action, right? Everything you do puts something in motion. Just remember that when you're going to go make a decision. They need to know that you're going to forgive them as the parent or the guardian. They need to, that you say, I know you have it in you to make good choices, and I hope you do. Okay? That some choices can be dangerous. Teens need to hear that. That drugs and alcohol are a big decision. It's not just, oh, it seems fun and I'm curious. This is a big deal to choose to do those things because it can lead down paths or it can really mess with your health. It could kill you, actually. They need to know they have a way out. Okay? They don't ever want to be stuck in an uncomfortable situation or an unsafe situation where they feel like they can't call you. Make that known. Hey, if ever you do this, even though this is against my rules, but you need a ride, you call me. No matter what, you call me. They need to know that we want you to be ready to know the rules on drugs and alcohol, that if they're going to make those choices for themselves, that it's an actual choice and not just peer pressure or not just curiosity. That they need to know that some choices are dangerous and that addiction can happen to anyone. That's actually a conversation I had with John. That you're not Superman. You can't get in the car without the seatbelt and think that nothing's ever going to happen to you. You can't use this particular drug and think that you're never going to be addicted to it, right? Most of all, guys, you can say all these wonderful things to these kids, right? All of these things that we know to say. Maybe we don't know to say them, but the thing I want to focus on today is kindness and love and all the goodness that you can give to your teen. Do it. Because you guys, they're watching you. They are listening. They're listening. But what are we constantly saying to them? So then what becomes oh yeah, they tune out. Oh yeah, whatever. I'm going to tell you something. You start speaking life into your teen. You start speaking kindness, goodness, all the good things. I love you. I'm glad you're here. You're not a mistake. You're so amazing. I'm so proud of you. Look at you. You did so good. Wow, I'm really seeing you be responsible. I'm so impressed. You are an impressive person. I love your heart. You have a great heart. I think in your heart, deep down, even though you have this facade about you, you're a really good person. You have a beautiful heart, and I love you. You guys speak life. Speak life. Speak life into your teens. They're one of the most irritating populations on the planet. I get it. Ugh. And it's super hard to, the eye rolling, the scoffing, the I don't want to listen, the I don't love you, whatever. Don't take that personal. Grow up. Be more mature than that. If you can't, come see me and I'll counsel you through it. Speak life over your kid, because that kid's going to take that. That kid's going to take what you say, see what you do, and they're going to become little mimics of you. If that's not now, it will be 10 years from now. Speak life. Love well. I'm Kate from Open Door Counsel and Life Coaching. That's your Therapy Thursday.